So before we go any further, I just want to touch on a pet peeve that I have when people do mount escapes. They miss a crucial step, and whenever it's a mount escape that requires you to turn to one side, so let's say you're doing ankle pick, or this move is the same. If you don't rotate your entire body, so you essentially turning on completely on your side, it's going to be extremely difficult to do any kind of escape. And the reason being is your body can only rotate so much. So let's say I wanted to capture an ankle that was right here. If my back is flat on the mat, I can only turn so much. As soon as I turn completely on my side, I can go all the way over and capture. Another thing about that is, right now, if someone was mounted on me, they'd be pretty well mounted and have their weight distributed equally. If I turn on my side completely, now they're riding on my hips, and it's kind of like a teeter-totter situation. So it makes them a little bit more movable from my perspective. So when we do this move, keep that in mind, that I'm not just reaching over with my leg, I'm actually rotating completely on my side, because I've got to be able to reach the opponent's foot to capture. Okay, so get mount. So Atlee's in mount. I want to keep him low as I do in any mount. The higher he gets, the more trouble I'm in. So a good way to do that is elbows down low, hands are going to be close to the hips. If he starts coming forward with his body, I can use that to keep him low. Okay, so Atlee's up high. Again, if this was a self-defense situation, you know, he'd be trying to punch me and stuff like that, so it works great from that position as well. I'm going to turn to my left, so in order to do that, my left leg is going to go in between his, flat on the mat. Okay? As it goes flat on the mat, my right knee is going to bump him forward. That's what I want. I want his weight to come forward as I rotate over. So it's one motion, so it's leg comes down and I bump. Naturally the leg's going to come up, but let's just say it doesn't, right? So I ended up here, I bumped him forward, my elbows are in like they should be, and I want to capture that leg. So I'm going to drag the bottom leg underneath as I come over top with the top leg and drag that one over top. So it's simultaneously doing this. But I'm also doing one more thing, and I'm crunching my body forward into a little ball. That's going to do two things. One, it's going to get me past this arm. I want to come out this little hole right here, but it's also going to help bringing that leg into play. So again, I step over, I crunch, I pull, and I push underneath with the bottom leg. So it's this. Bringing that knee over my leg. I've got to clear this knee line. Once I've cleared it, my bottom arm makes a C, and I find his armpit. I roll my hips into him as I catch this armpit. From here, I put the weight of my body on the smallest part of my lower back. So I want to essentially have like a small little curve, like almost like a turtle shell, where I'm crunching my abs so that the mat is only touching my lower back. I'm here, and I rotate through to get up. So come back. Well, so again, left leg goes to the mat, I bump and I rotate. Bringing the knee up, bringing this knee up, bringing this knee over to capture and crunching at the same time. Once I'm here, I rotate my hips in, catching a C grip on his arm. Rotating out, and I've got to lock out both this arm and lock out this arm. If either one is bent, he's just going to crush me over. Yep. So I lock both of them out. If he drives into me, which most people will, when he drives in, he's just going to push me up and away. If he doesn't drive in, if we're here like this, then I just come forward and I can start taking the back. So again, I'm going to bump, I'm going to bring the bottom leg down, rotate completely over and bump him. I'm going to use my elbows to push the leg down as I bring the bottom leg underneath and top leg over the top, capturing the leg. I'm going to C grip into the arm as I rotate the hips in, and then I'm going to rotate back to almost a three-point stand-up position. And then from here, depending on what he does is depending on what I do. Most of the time they drive in, so it just drives me up and escapes. The hardest part about this move is that pivot at the end. Can you stand up for a second? Okay. So I'm just going to do this for demonstration purposes. I'm going to use Atlee as an anchor so I can show you what I'm doing. So I've already cleared, bang. Let's pretend that his, come here. Nope, stand right here, stand your leg right there. Let's pretend that his armpit is right there where his knee is. So I come in, and then I'm gonna use the anchor point, which would normally be the armpit, to push off of. And again, I wanna emphasize trying to make myself as tight as possible into a little ball. And when I rotate, it's that. It's this pivoting motion while pushing off of an anchor point. So it's to there. One more time. Mount. Yep. So again, I flatten one leg. I'm bumping him in the butt as I rotate my body over. Capturing the leg as I crunch my body in. C-gripping as I turn my hips into him. And then pivoting to this position here. Again, depending on what he does, he's either going to drive into me and stand me up, or he's going to stay put. If it was a fight type situation and I wanted to stay fighting, I would use him, come inside, and I could cross face / punch in to this position. I can also start stretching him out a little bit. And